Forgot to record the stream. So we started now. That's embarrassing. A little bit of a loss of footage, but that's okay. I'm going to be recording these streams so I can throw VODs up on my YouTube channel. And I'm also going to be using these stream recordings to clip together things for reviews of classic survival horror and video essays of classic survival horror. I'm a big survival horror fan. Resident Evil means a lot to me, and survival horror as a whole means a lot to me. You'll notice that I will be streaming mainly survival horror with, excuse me, a little bit of multiplayer games on the side, but they're all horror adjacent. For example, me and a friend of mine who streams are thinking about doing some Dead by Daylight. I love Dead by Daylight. Other games as well, maybe some of the co-op Resident Evil titles. Um, there is a map up there, by the way. There's a map up here. I'm not going to be going for that. Oh, oops, yeah, that's all you get there is an ink ribbon, and because I'm on Jill's first playthrough here, you won't get any ink ribbons. That was just a waste of time. Jump scare. This used to terrify me when I was a kid. The dogs there, they can really scare me. Now get ready for the most iconic part of Resident Evil 1, the part that everyone always references. Which, by the way, this is going to lead me into a little tangent in a second, so you know, so we're all aware. This is another moment that gave me mad anxiety issues when I was a kid. The first time it happened. Hey, what's going on? Jill? Is that you, Jill? But yeah, I plan on streaming after we finish Resident Evil. I'm gonna do Silent Hill. I'm not as familiar with Silent Hill. I've played them, but I'm not as familiar with them, so I think it would be fun. We could do Silent Hill 1, 2, and 3, and you know what? We'll do Silent Hill 4 too. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. There's the line. The tangent I wanted to go on really quick. A lot of people will harp all over Resident Evil 1's voice acting. They'll say it's horrid, it's terrible. And I've also heard the argument that, it's so bad it's good, which I would agree with that. But I don't think. If you think Resident Evil 1, and this is again my opinion, I'm not stating this as a fact, okay? It's taken into consideration. This is my opinion. If you think Resident Evil 1 has the worst voice acting of all time. There are a lot worse games. Oh, that's embarrassing. There are a lot of games with worse voice acting than Resident Evil 1. Deep Fear for the Sega Saturn has some pretty crappy voice acting. It's not good. Um, so many games from the SNES and NES era, terrible voice work. Like Resident Evil 1's voice work isn't great, don't get me wrong, but it's not the worst. Even at the time the game had come out, it wasn't the worst. Again, Deep Fear came out. I mean, Deep Fear came out after Resident Evil 1, but Deep Fear had worse voice acting than Resident Evil 1. I would argue this might be blasphemous. You guys might get mad at me for this. I would argue Silent Hill 1 has worse voice acting than Resident Evil 1. At least Harry Mason, at least its protagonist, was worse off. All right, so we get popped our first save. I'll take this. I don't entirely need it. I'm still in yellow, fine. Nah, I can't wait until we get to Resident Evil 3 and we can freely run upstairs. Ooh, good jukes. By the way, this here is oh, I can't do it. That writing on the wall, you can inspect it. It's content. The original game had wall rating, but it was removed. I don't know why. Um, I should look into that someday. This is just telling you how to mix herbs. I know how to do that. And that just leads it back out there. We don't want to do that. This is probably the game with the easiest to juke zombies. Um, their AI just isn't great. This hall is dangerous. I have this. I'll take this then. Which leads us to Joseph. Not Joseph Forrest. Why did I say Joseph? Joseph dies in the intro. Again, going out of my way for this. You don't entirely need the grenade launcher, but it just makes dealing with hunters so much easier. That way I can prioritize using the shotgun to take out zombies because the shotgun kind of ends up replacing the pistol. I didn't get the door in time. What's that now? I remember someone in the group Resident Evil Stars posting tried to say that Forrest was killed by a hunter, even though it literally says right there that he was pecked to death by crows. And it always confused me. Like he tried to argue with me over it, and I was like, "There's not a single point in the game in which it's even slightly implied Forrest was killed by a hunter." And he swore by it. Uh, yeah, let's reset the room. Jill kind of got a booty. Oh, if you just saw that, Classic Rebirth. You cannot quick turn in the original Resident Evil 1. This is part of the Classic Rebirth mod, which again doesn't alter how the game plays at all. It just adds in some quality of life features like active reload, so I can reload without having to go into my inventory like you can in Resident Evil 2 and 3, and you can quick turn like you can in Resident Evil 3, which yeah, I'm fine with that. I think that Resident Evil 1 kind of really. What the fuck? Why? That was absolutely in the right position. What? Why? 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 What? Okay. I gotta kill this guy. I gotta figure this out. This has never happened to me before. What the heck? Reset the room again, I guess? What is happening? Why won't the statue go down? try this again. Hello? What the heck? I need the statue to get. There we go. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That is embarrassing. Oh, oh, wrong button again. There we go. I am just embarrassing myself this playthrough. I do eventually have to go down to get that because I need it for the crest. There's 4 crests you need to get out of Mansion 1, as I will call it. Mansion 1 is your first stint in the mansion. You do 2 stints in the mansion. A lot of people who have never played Resident Evil 1 but have heard about it because how could you not? It's a very influential game. They assume that the whole game takes place in the mansion. It doesn't. Um, Actually, very little of the game. No, most of the game, I should say, takes place in the mansion. But we go to a lot more than just the mansion. We go to the guardhouse. We go to the courtyard. We go to the Umbrella Lab. We go to the basement. There's a lot more than just the mansion. Anything else in here? Check chat really quick. I'm glad no one is bullying me in chat for that really, really weird glitch. I'm assuming it was a bug. I've never had the statue not go down before. Oh, oops. I didn't take the oh, I went the wrong way. I went the wrong way. We gotta go this way. I took the wrong way. And I know I'm in caution. That's fine. There's herbs in this room. It's actually quite a bit. You can get a full heal in here, which is really nice. The trade-off for Jill's campaign, by the way, being easier, is that she takes less damage than Chris, so it's actually easier to die as Jill. But her scenario is all around easier. She gets help from Barry, which helps her negate a lot of the sections of the game. We'll use one more green herb to get myself in the green fine. I don't give a fuck. Oop, I swore. Don't ban me, Twitch. I should add, I'm doing this off of 2 hours of sleep. And I like power cleaned today, so well, I'm a little off kilter, but I think I'm doing pretty good for someone who's barely slept. I'm basically using the excuse me, using the pistol as much as I can, as little as I have to, but as much as I can. I know it's a weird descriptor, but you, goodness, these fucking, I swore again. These controls sometimes mess me up because Classic Rebirth uses the Japanese control scheme, and I grew up as a North American. See, I did it again. X is what? Okay, there we go. Oh well. You've unlocked it. Oh yeah, wrong. I for some reason thought that the what was it the armor key was for, or the sword key. All right, get ready for the hardest puzzle in the game. So difficult. Now we go back to the safe room so I can drop some of this stuff off. Oh my goodness. One of the real big issue, not big issue, but an issue I have with Resident Evil 1 is that you don't have a physical indicator of what your health is, which you do in every other Resident Evil game moving forward. Which to me says that Capcom understood that the player should have a physical indicator, that your character should at the least limp, because you know, in the heat of the moment, you don't think to check, like, oh crap, what's my health at? Um, like right there, like I did not assume I would have been in danger, even though I've played this game about 100 times, but I was in danger. And if you're in danger, you're one hit death. You're one hit away from dying, which is not good. Take the emblem. Oop, what the heck was that? All right. And some items, if you've never played the game before, you have to check before. Oh, I'm thinking of the remake for this, but some items you do absolutely have to check before you can use them. Here, love this. I always said if they ever made like an actual good Resident Evil movie, like a genuine adaptation, I think the trailer, the reveal trailer, should be an atmospheric, slow burn trailer set to Moonlight Sonata. I love you, Jill. And there we go. Back to the dining room to swap emblems and get our next key. You know, as a kid, I always assumed that painting there was of a woman, but it's a dude. I mean, it could be a woman, you know. It's 2025. A picture of a man. I genuinely wanted to click that. I was curious. Yeah, when I was a kid, I always thought it was a woman, which is kind of funny to think about now that I'm like sitting here thinking about it. Another one of the hardest puzzles in survival horror history coming up right here. So hard. I make fun of this puzzle, but it got me the first time I played the game. Like for some reason I did not register that button when I was a little kid. This one right here. Until like I would run in and then I would move them and like I wouldn't nothing would happen, right? And then one time after that I remember I came in and I was just like, "Oh, I have to hit the button." And I didn't move them and I hit the button and I started fucking taking damage. Mm, Suncrest, Lego. Richard. Poisonous. That wound is so big, I don't think serum would have saved him anyway. He probably would have just bled to death. By the way, it's impossible to save Richard in this game. It doesn't matter how quick you are, he will die no matter what. Oh wait, what am I doing? In the remake, you can save Richard. He still dies, but you can save him from the snake bite. And depending on if you're Jill or Chris, his actual death after being saved will be different. If you save him as Jill, he will be still killed by the snake. It'll eat him. He comes in to help Jill out, and he gets eaten. Um, and if you play as Chris, I think Neptune, the shark, kills him. I didn't think I had enough room to do that. Might throw some of those things away. There we go. Yeah, it's not too hard to juke the zombies in this game at all. They are very primitive. Admittedly, in Resident Evil 2, and maybe I've just played a lot of it, but I don't find it too difficult in Resident Evil 2 either. Resident Evil 3 is a little trickier, if you're new to the game, for sure. But Resident Evil 3 also has the quick dodge. Here's the serum. Oops, sorry, I touched my mic there. And yeah, that's the death of Richard. He is dead. Dead. No longer of this mortal coil. Oh, what? Come on, I dodged that. I'm calling BS on that one. There we go. I'm having a brain fart. Give me a second. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember. I remember. I don't know why I brain farted so hard in this room. And now I push this over here and grenade launcher rounds, which I likely won't even need, but again, we're taking this casually. Huh. Hi, buddy. That should mean he's trapped in there now, which is good. Is there anything else in here? I think there was like pistol ammo, wasn't there? Yeah. There you go. Pop that reload. I don't have to go in here yet, but just wanted to make sure I'm not. Yeah, it's a green herb. I'm just gonna use it. Fuck it. I could use the lighter in that fire. Here, I'll show you. Just so you know. Oh, what? There we go. If you use the lighter here, it reveals a map. So that was really neat. I'm not gonna be taking the map, but yeah, it's cool. That door there too on the side is locked, so it's kind of pointless to use it. Oh, I forgot about this guy. Good thing I did use that herb. And we light the candle in here. Pretty sure all you get in here is ammo. But yeah, grenade launcher round. Which is fine because they fuck up the hunters really bad. And pistol ammo. We need a key to go up there. So we have to go do another puzzle to get that key, which is not a hard puzzle at all. None of the puzzles in Resident Evil are exactly brain busters. They're pretty simple. And you know what? I wish I could say they got harder as the games went on, but they didn't. Ooh, wait, we're gonna have to stop at an item box. I neglected that. But yeah, the puzzles in Resident Evil aren't very difficult. They've never been very difficult. Um, I and again, this is not an insult. If you find them a little challenging, that's totally valid. But to me, oh my god, that was the zigzaggiest zombie I've ever seen. To me, the puzzles in Resident Evil, and again, my opinion, are kind of like a first grader could do them. I didn't struggle with them at all when I was a kid, and Resident Evil puzzles never got any harder. The only puzzle in Resident Evil that has ever given me trouble is um, the clock tower puzzle in Resident Evil 3. That one's a little annoying, but once you figure it out, you figure it out. That's RNG based. Pretty sure I'm thinking of the right one. All right, now we gotta do the. Oh my goodness, I am getting snaked by these guys. I'm go in here and grab some herbs. I should be good for one more bite. Apologies if you hear a Snapchat notification. I thought I muted my notifications and I did not. Why am I going this way? I'm at that brain fart. That Snapchat notification really fucked me up. It's good I'm going this way too, because I can get rid of one of my keys. And down here I can probably grab some ammo too. Shotgun shells. Oh, And that key is good for one more room. That's just the that door over there is the room where you go to equip your bonus costumes. But I don't have any unlocked at the moment. I've beaten the game more than once, but I overwrote my file so that I could do a new game for the stream. Um, I was just trying to remember if there were shells in there or not. Oh, it's been so long since we came through here, I almost forgot about those guys. Yeah, we're good. There we go. And then we're up here. What am I doing? Where's the newborn baby or the infant picture? Newborn baby. This is I call it a timeline puzzle. To remember which picture is which. The tired middle-aged man. No, we need infant. There we go. You basically have to push all the buttons in the order of this person's life. And if you fail it, the crows attack you. This is our third crest, which means we only need one more to leave the mansion. I hate that this save room doesn't have music, by the way. I always have. And just in case, this is what I saved the first aid spray for, because we're gonna go do yawn. Yawn is a snake. It's the snake that bit Richard. I usually don't kill these zombies, but I've been having really bad luck with them, so. There we go. Okay, so this is the first of what I call a skippable boss fight in the game. You don't have to fight Yon. He's gonna show up no matter what, but you can, in theory, just kind of run by him, grab the crest, and fuck off. There does come a point later on where you have to fight Yon. It's unavoidable, and he's a total pushover. I don't know how Richard got fucking jobbed out like he was fighting Hulk Hogan. Anyway, here's Yon. Uh, really iconic, super iconic monster. Love Yon. Hot take: Yon is cooler than the RE2 alligator by leagues. Yeah, I'm just gonna, just in case he stun locks me up here, which he can. He can absolutely stun lock you up here. I've died to it before. Not stun lock, but you get caught up on his model. He doesn't have any collision. I'm poisoned. That doesn't really matter right now. You'll see why. That's Barry. I love this song. This is Rebecca's theme. Um, but I love it. And weird that they call it Rebecca's theme when it plays in Jill's campaign as well, and Rebecca is not present in Jill's campaign. But I don't mind. This is literally in my top three songs in the entire franchise. Before we do anything here, if you haven't noticed, I am not using my shotgun yet. I like to wait until I get more than enough ammo to just finish the game with it. Um, where am I the what? I almost said quests. There we go. And we'll pop a save. Let's overwrite that last file. I don't know why I don't have my gun equipped, but fuck it, we ball. Challenge run. I'm kidding, not a challenge run. Though I would like to stream some of my challenge runs sometimes. I've beaten this game with only a knife, which is my biggest brag, because these games are not. The knife sucks. If the Resident Evil knife has one hater in the planet, it's me. Hate that knife. Hello, Cerberus. I'm literally spamming the inventory button so I don't have to deal with Cerberus. There we go. And we're almost at guardhouse. I thought it would let me quick turn up there and it didn't. That's why it took me a second to keep going. Little cutscene action for you. Guardhouse doesn't take too long. Mansion's the longest part of the game. Guardhouse goes by pretty quick. Every other section that's not Mansion goes by pretty quick. I'd actually argue that aside from Mansion, Guardhouse is the longest part of the game. And eventually, these two dogs here despawn. All right, we're in Guardhouse. Huge. Ah, I fucked it up. Oh well, let's take the damage. Oh, no damage. Huge. Another save room. I always wanted to sleep in this room when I was a kid. Alrighty, everyone. It's time for a quick coffee break. I'm gonna go make a coffee. So enjoy the Resident Evil 1 save room. Hello, everyone. I have returned, and it is time to continue Resident Evil. Went to make a quick coffee, super quick. Second. Ooh, it's really yummy. Where did I put my controller? Here it is. I'm using a PS4 controller, by the by. Don't remember if I saved or not, so we're gonna save again. Also, I don't have a set streaming schedule yet. I will be setting one up. But until that happens, which I'll probably set up at the end of this week, if not sort of next week. Until that happens, assume that my streaming will be semi-consistent. I plan on streaming Resident Evil, Silent Hill, Deep Fear, uh, Obscure, Fatal Frame. I could go on and on, but I plan on streaming these games on my days off. I do work. I work full time. Um, but I also really want to get back into streaming. I used to do this a lot, so I'm getting back into it. So assume for the foreseeable future, I will stream on my days off. I know none of you have my schedule. That's fine. Um, so expect maybe two, sometimes three streams a week. Uh, two is probably, I can't talk. Two is probably what it's going to be, two a week. So we can hit out Resident Evil 1 this week. We'll do Jill's scenario today, Chris's scenario tomorrow because I have plans on Friday. I'm working tomorrow, but I'm off at 5. So we'll do Jill's scenario, or Chris's scenario tomorrow after work. Take the hit. And then next week we'll start Resident Evil 2. I keep forgetting I have an auto turn. If you haven't noticed, I have not been reading any files. It's not because I'm trying to gatekeep Resident Evil lore. I've just read them a million times. If you're curious, the file's really interesting, and I highly recommend you look them up. Game's been out since 1996. This is a great song, by the way. We're going to the water. Oh, that's a location I forgot to talk about. The water ring. Oh, God, can you ever tell I'm operating off of 2 hours of sleep? Don't worry, when we do Chris, I will have had more sleep. I couldn't sleep last night, and I was up really late. I was watching Saw 2. By the way, I did not like it. Not because, oh, it was gross. I just thought it was a terribly written movie. Again, opinion, not fact. But I was up really late watching that movie and kind of messed up my sleeping schedule. I work day shift, so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna pull an all-nighter. That way I can sleep tonight, and it will work. I've done that before. Oh my God, Jill, today. And I just realized I didn't have any healing items on me, so I'm gonna take these. I love how to get the slowdown effect when you're in the water, they just lower Jill's frame rate. I always gotta giggle out of that. Uh-oh. Here's Neptune. Oh, it's the seizure room. Oh, wrong button. I do have to hit that button, but just not right now. I'm gonna hit it after this. And then we go in here to get the key to get us to time. We're almost done with guardhouse already. We're about to finish it. 2 boxes of shotgun shells is huge. Oh, I hate this key. It's always so tricky to pick up. Oh, we're officially running low on pistol ammo. There's 2 clips there. I'm sorry, I was taking a drink of my coffee. This coffee, if anyone is curious, is Nescafe Rich Instant Coffee with chocolate almond milk and 3 sugar. Not that anyone asked. I like coffee a lot. We don't have to go in there. That's for. I mean, you could if you wanted to weaken Plant 42 before that boss fight. That's a mandatory boss fight, by the way, Plant 42. But I don't care. You're gonna see how much of a pushover Plant really is. Easy push over. We're just gonna pop a save just in case because I am tired, just in case I fuck it up. But I don't think I'm gonna fuck it up. I think in my entire life, Plant 42 has killed me twice. When I was a kid and when I was doing my knife only run, Plant 42 killed me. Because admittedly, Plant 42 is really ridiculous to do with a knife. I didn't say a D word, Twitch. I said ridic, like ridiculous. Don't ban me, Twitch. I may be trans, but I am not a cuck. I do think you should be allowed to swear on Twitch, but that's just me. I have I know people who have been banned for swearing, and I think that is ridiculous. Um, oh, I should probably take a heal in with me too. I mean, I already have a heal, but again, just in case. Oh wait. In Resident Evil, it's always better to have too much than not enough if you have the inventory space for it, in my opinion. Yeah, you're fine. By the way, a lot of people have played the remake of Resident Evil, which awesome, awesome. In my personal opinion, if you are going to play one version of Resident Evil 1, you should play the remake. But A lot of people have only played the remake, and because of that, they assume Lisa Trevor is in this game because you find her in the right before you go to guard house. You find her in the guest cabin. The guest cabin's not even in this game. Okay, yeah, I have it. It was an added room, and that's just the visual report to you can use that to weaken Plant 42 in that room I was talking about. I don't know why I bothered picking that. I knew I had to put the red book there. All right, let's do some weeding. There we go. Told you Plant 42 is a pushover. By the way, this is all scripted. This I can't do anything about this. Easy money. Yeah. Sorry, I was just finishing my coffee off there. And we take this key to finish up in the mansion. I'd say we're about at the halfway point of the game now. Resident Evil 1 is not a very long game. Someone popping in my chat to try to fucking advertise. It's funny. Sorry, I was alt tab for a second there. Started the game. I do only have one monitor. Oop, wrong button. Now this, I keep fucking. This is where I break out the acid rounds because they are kind of surprise mouse tools that will help us against the hunters. Making sure I'm not. Yeah, here we go. I'd also say it's around now we can ditch this. I'm gonna bring out the shotgun. Oh, we're gonna have to use what's left in the grenade launcher. Just kind of lame, but I'm debating on if I want to. Nah, fuck it. I've never gotten bitten by one of those snakes. I often wonder why they even bothered putting them in the game. Get prepared for the hunter. I always liked this cutscene when I was a kid. The hunter, fun fact, is my favorite Resident Evil enemy. I actually have a giant cardboard cutout of Hunter from Resident Evil 1 right beside me. Oh, well, he's dead. I can never see in this room. My eyes are terrible. There we go. I know. I don't need the Magnum. This will get me the Wolf Medal to get to the Umbrella Lab. That's how you can tell we're getting to the end of the game. Which we're gonna try to go for the good ending. We're gonna go to get the MO discs and stuff. I should not have gone this way. Or should I have? No, I shouldn't have. I'd like to go fight Jan first, just to get that over with. Again, total pushover. 42, yeah, no, we're fine on shotgun shells. Making sure. Fuck, Jan is so cool. I really like Jan. Always have. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Am I seriously gonna die here? This is what I meant by Jan being able to trap you earlier. How much health do I have? There we go. Oof. Oof. I'm glad I got that on video because no one ever believes me that's never played this game about how Jan can trap you. Wow. Wow. I forget, is there something in here I can take? A hole opens in the fireplace. No. Too dark to see anything. This is the first step to getting the good ending, by the way. First step to get the good ending, you literally have to wait here for a few seconds for Barry to come back. You can just run up and hit a button, which is over here. But if you do, you're locked out of the good ending. Well, you're locked out of the best ending. You look so sad. I'll take this then. Why do I think the door's on the other side? We gotta heal. That room messed me up a lot worse than I wanted it to because of Yawn. Dirty old Yawn. But he's dead now. I don't know why I kept that on me. Alright, screw you. Boom! Giant spiders. Boom! Giant spiders. I miss the spiders. They were like a staple of classic RE. Oh, that makes sense. I was gonna say, why isn't Jill shooting? There you go. Huh. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I gotta go back up down the fucking hole. Doy. Why am I going this way? Again, brain farting. 2 hours of sleep. Those hunters barely hurt me. Yep, we're gonna descend the rope. Now we go here. Finally get to use this fucking shotgun. Oh, excuse me. Clear my throat. Oh, wrong way. Tee hee. Is he alive? Not anymore. I think in the remake, this is where you fight Jan down here in the library. I haven't played the remake in a little bit. I prefer the originals. I always have. I always will. Excuse me. My throat is really dry today, and I have been drinking water. Second step to get the good ending, we need the MO discs. This is just lore. Oh, gotta reset the room. I pushed it the wrong way. Oh, I went the wrong way again. There we go. Oh my god, I am tired today. MO disc number one. And then we can leave the fucking mansion. I'm swearing like a sailor. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. What the hell? Well, now I need the help that's back there. I didn't. I've never run into them before. I did not know the guy in the ground was alive. Oh, odd. I've never actually really explored this area, and if I have, I just don't remember. Again, I usually just speedrun this game. I haven't played it like casually in a long time. But yes, Area 1 is not a long game. Resident Evil 2 is a bit longer on the virtue that, oh my goodness, excuse me, on the virtue that Claire and Leon have separate campaigns. Chris and Jules are more or less the same. All right, we can officially leave. And leave is what we will do. I just have to stop for the crank on my way out. My God, my throat is all of a sudden so dry and scratchy. I should stream the remake when I finish like the classic era. I'll finish it with the remake. That could be fun. I still have some achievements I have to unlock for it. I have like 9 achievements I have to unlock for it. So we could do that. Oh wait, I can put this away too. I don't need it anymore. The only other door it opens is to the taxidermy room, where you can get another gem for the tiger statue. But all that does is get you magnum ammo. In the remake, it gets you an ammo disc, but it just gets you magnum ammo in the original, and we're not taking the magnum. I think the crank, right? Yeah. Oh, oops. Another brain fart because I'm tired. I gotta go through this way before I do this because I need to place the battery. A few other games I'd like to stream are Crow Country, Conscript. Whenever Phase Zero comes out, streaming that day one. I don't even care. Phase Zero, by the way, I've played the demo. If anyone is interested in a classic style survival horror game, Released in the modern day, Phase Zero is great. It's made by ex-developers from CD Projekt Red and Techland. It plays just like Resident Evil, a lot like Resident Evil 2. And what I like the most about it is it emulates the feel very well. And where you see a lot of like classic survival horror games that are trying to emulate what the PS1 graphic style looked like, and they actually don't do that great of a job. They end up looking worse than the PS1 did. Phase Zero looks as though it was developed on a PS1. It looks that accurate. Um, I played the demo. It's about 45 minutes in length. Loved it. Fell in love with it. So I will be streaming that game on release. Absolutely. I've also never played Resident Evil Revelations 1. I've only ever played the second one. I just got Revelations 1 on a sale, so we will also be playing that for as a blind playthrough very soon. Okay, that's a lie. I've kind of played Revelations 1. I've played like the first probably 40 minutes of it. Uh-huh, dummy. It'd be so annoying if they could hit you there, though. Mm. This is my least favorite area in the entire game, by the way. Probably in the entire trilogy. Yeah, fuck him up, Barry. Save me ammo. Second ammo disc is in the caves. So we've got to take our time down here to find it. I always get turned around in this area. That's why I don't like it. That and it's just ugly to look at. Oh well, better than a sewer level. Yeah. Enrico. I used to have the Toy Biz action figure of Jill from this game. I used to play with it all the time. I still have it kicking around, probably. Not with me at the moment because I moved provinces, but back in Nova Scotia, I probably have it still kicking around in storage. The paint will be chipped the heck by now. Ooh, wrong gun. No, good. Use the clip slot, I guess. But yeah, now we've got to take our time. Look for the ammo disc. I can't remember exactly where it is. Oh, I remember now, actually. I remember. As I said that, I remembered. That's the. We're not going. Yes, we are going this way, actually. This leads me. Oh, never mind. That's why I hate the tunnels so much. Holy! There we go. We wasted so much ammo. My neighbor is playing like classical music right now. Really, really loud. He does this every summer. He's a nice guy. He's an older fella. He's super nice, but like every summer, all day, you go outside, you're gonna hear like Mozart, like full blast. I mean, like there's definitely worse to be forced to listen to, but doesn't change the fact that I think it's annoying. Hmm. Come on, Jill, crank that soldier boy. Because once we get out of the caves, it'll be a quick bathroom break, and then where you beeline towards the end of the game. It might actually be before we get out of the caves. There'll be a quick bathroom break. So I have to pee. Get ready for Indiana Jones. Dun 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 na 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 na. You aren't scary. I have a grenade launcher. I've never wanted to use the flame rounds. Like, not that I can think of. Which, excuse me. Oh, huh. I guess I should have been using the flame rounds. Wow. I've never. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yuck, 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 yuck. I forgot about those little babies. There we go. There is a knife over there that you can pick up to cut this web, but I'm curious. Oh, okay. Easy. Black Tiger dies in one grenade round shot? That's good to know. Quick little save room. Put this away for now. And then let's take. Oh, goodness. The Eagle Medal. And again, pop a quick save. I haven't died once this run. You watch, I'll die now because I said that. But if I always say, if you have unlimited saves in a classic Resident Evil game, no matter how easy the game is, you may as well abuse it. Because, like, again, you saw me earlier. I almost died to Jan. Jan almost killed me, and I have played this game a million times. He almost killed me just on the virtue that I got stuck. I wasn't thinking, and he trapped me. So if you've got unlimited saves, you may as well just abuse the heck out of that. We gotta get the ammo disc here. It's in that little alcove. And I ran so far away. There we go. Couldn't get away. Ammo disc. And now we do another puzzle. Oh, wrong one. Alright. What do you mean I can't use it? There we go. The good news, by the way, for the lab section is there's a really annoying puzzle that you have to like decode shit to do. I just remember the password, so I don't need to decode anything. And I'm probably just gonna put in the password because I don't like the decode puzzle. That's again probably the only, aside from the RE3 clock tower puzzle, the message decode puzzle in the Umbrella Labs in this game is the only other one that's ever given me trouble. And I think it's probably because I'm dyslexic. That is not a joke. I am legitimately dyslexic. That's probably why. This fucks with my fucking brain. And again, I'm not trying to virtue signal my dyslexia. I could be wrong. Like, I could just be stupid, you know? I could just be an idiot. um, you gotta be able to make fun of yourself. I'm curious how long uh, it will have taken me to beat this. Because I have not been like attempting to speed through it. I've just been playing the game how I normally played it when I was a kid. Um, this has been fun. I'm really excited to see more of this. I can't wait to get to Resident Evil 2 and 3. Like Resident Evil 1 is great. Don't get me wrong. I love this game. It's great. But 2 is Resident Evil 2 is a perfect sequel. Everything this game did right, Resident Evil 2 did better. And Resident Evil 3 is not bad, it's just different. I think it's a great game. Love RE3. RE3 is actually my favorite, probably, out of the original trilogy. I also just really like Jill. I really, really like Jill. We can get rid of these now. We don't need them. Hi, fella. third ammo disc. I'm gonna go back and grab my other one from the case, because once we do that, we've got all the ammo discs to get the good ending. And because we waited for Barry earlier, we'll get the best ending, which is the canon ending. Let's go check out in here real quick. Oh yeah, the door's locked. Whoopsie. Oh wait, I have to go this way for an ammo disc, right? Oh, not like to get an ammo disc, but to place one. This is the time to start placing your ammo discs if you have them. If you're gonna speed run the game, I mean, like, unless you were going for like the best ending category, if you're gonna speed run the game, you will just get the worst ending. This is switch, wheel push it. What's it? Oh yeah, fuck, we don't have to do this. I already know the code. I would. Oh yeah, fuck. Okay, I'm getting so turned around. I'm so sleepy today. My brain's just not working. But I would love to see. Oh my goodness, my throat. I'd love to see someone play through this game blind, like a friend of mine. I think it could be really fun. I love this. And the login is John. There's a whole file that you read to get his name. The password is Ada, and if you know anything about Resident Evil, Ada appears in Resident Evil 2, looking for her boyfriend, John. And boom, unlock this. And the password is mole. If you try to use that in the remake, you get a little cute little Easter egg. It's not the password in the remake, but if you try it, you get a little Easter egg. I always thought that was cute. There we go. That thing on the ground, you only need that if you're going for like 100% file completion, which I'm not. I've read every file in this game like 5 times over. Every few years, I'll do a 100% file run and reread the files. Excite, 1998. This is the first ammo disc reader. You get a passcode for. There's 3 passcodes you get for the door that the ammo discs unlock, but you don't actually have to put them in. They you'll click the door lock and they automatically go in, so you don't have to remember any codes, which I always appreciated. Oh, the zombie's head was blocking the text. That's not a standard thing to happen. That's the HD mod bugging out. But the HD mod looks great. Did I not unlock these doors? What? Oh yes, I again brain fart. Gotta go upstairs. Gotta go upstairs first. How are we doing for ammo? Fine. We're doing fine. We got more than enough. There we go. And yeah, that little roll of tape I was talking about earlier that was on the ground in the computer room, you would use it in here, and all it does is give you lore. It gives you the name of the names of the enemies. It shows you that Wesker's the bad guy all along. Spoiler alert. The game's been out since fucking 1996. Um, and it's a sneak peek at the frick. It's a sneak peek at the final boss of the game, the Tyrant. We gotta heal. You can't take another hit like that. Oh my. Okay, we've got a save room up here, in which it'll be bathroom break time. Let me heal so I don't forget. I'll use the first aid. But we save the first aid sprays. Save. Alrighty, everyone. Quick bathroom break. I will be right back. Enjoy the save room. Alrighty, everyone. I am back, and it's time to finish Resident Evil. We've got about, I'd say, 15 minutes left, going at the pace I am. Is there anything I'm forgetting in here? This. I just gotta remember to come back for my. Apologies if you can hear that fucking train outside. I just gotta remember to come back for my grenade launcher to deal with Tyrant at the end. One second. I think I'm forgetting about one of the. Yeah, I am. This, by the way, this room can be really annoying if you're not used to it. It's just an annoying puzzle room. Trying to remember. So I'm having a bit of a brain fart about it too. Think I remember now. Oh yes, okay. Ooh, that was close. Resident Evil has a lot of jigsaw puzzles. There we go. Think of this like the puzzle in the night room from the start of the game. Cover the grates before you hit the button. This is the fucking, just blocking the text again. This magnum ammo behind me. We don't need that. And literally, this is the only purpose in this room is to get the ammo disc red. Now it's time to meet the Chimera. Here they are. Last ammo disc is in here. Did I go the wrong way? Whoa. I totally did, but that's okay. We can get it on the way out. That turns on the elevator that we have to take to get to the lab at the end. Oh, I didn't mean to hit square on that. Yeah, they're easy enough to avoid. I say and then instantly get hit. We're still fine though. Oh my. That's okay. We can run upstairs for heals. Easy to go do this first. See? Automatic. And that's what the ammo discs are for. Optional, but I'll tell you the best ending. And it's Chris Redfield. And there. That just activates Chris so that we can come back and get him at the end of the game. And because we waited for Barry, we will officially get the true ending of the game. Oh wait, we need health. Go in here and grab the herb, just because, you never know if we'll need it or not. Just making sure. Oh, first aid spray. Huge. We'll take that. I don't know what the point of the blue herb is, because I don't think you can get poisoned from here on out. I guess if you got poisoned on your way to the lab by one of the snakes. Last save of the game. Oh, I gotta hit the button. Yes, you're here too? Oh, I'm using a PS4 controller, so if I hit the trackpad, my mouse. This is probably the longest cutscene in the game, too. The music that plays when Barry comes back kicks ass. And get ready, end of the game coming up. This is the worst CG. Jill's model looks terrible. There he is. The doctor is giving you an abortion. Do it. Bang, bang, bang. It's coming. Do it. Bang, 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 Tyrant. Come on. Yeah. Bang. Bang. Oh, he is such a pushover in this fight. We're gonna fight him twice though, because we got the best ending, so we have to fight Tyrant a second time. Ooh, ooh. There we go. I sat right up in my chair the second he hit me. I'd be embarrassed too. You got folded. And see, just like I said, the shotgun ammo carries you right to the end. You're probably wondering, but Maiden Heaven, why didn't you use the grenade launcher on the final boss? Because it's much more, if you're going for the best ending, it's much more important you save that for the rooftop. Because he takes a lot more punishment on the roof, and he dishes out a lot more damage, as well as takes a lot more damage when you fight him on the roof. And it's not about killing him on the roof with the guns you have, it's about doing enough damage to get the rocket launcher to drop. And that's an instant kill. So I lied. We're gonna do one more save just in case he kills me on the roof. Ooh! I was trying to turn, but oh well. Come on, Chris. Let's go, Chris. Yeah, I was gonna. It's the helicopter pilot who abandons you at the start of the game. Let me get this ready. Oh, you officially have 3 minutes to beat the game. And I like that the timer keeps going during the cutscenes. This is the final act. Hello, Tyrant. We're not done yet, pal. Ooh, that was close. Why won't Joe quick turn? There we go. You're an Amazon, Jill. I love that line. Oh God, don't stun lock me. Thank you. You want stars? I'll give you stars. And there we go. And that, my friends, is Resident Evil. Jill scenario. We still have to do Crystal scenario. But for today, that's Resident Evil. Wrapped up in a nice little bow. I'd like to thank everyone who came to watch, spend some time with me, and watch me play through one of the most important horror games of all time and what is legitimately the most important game to me. Resident Evil means a lot to me, and I owe my entire being to it. Resident Evil was my friend when I had none, and I replay these games all the time. So I'd like to say one more time, thank you from the bottom of my heart. This was awesome, and I hope you all have a fantastic day.